We are Steve and Jill.
Together, we've been buying and reselling land since the 90s.
Our data-centric approach leaves our buyers asking, how can you sell it so cheap?
Here on the Land Academy Show,
We answer that and more. Steve and Jill here.
Hello.
Welcome to the Land Academy Show, entertaining land investment talk. I'm Stephen Jack Butella.
And I'm Jill DeWitt, broadcasting from the Valley of the Cheese Curds.
We're in Wisconsin.
I first learned about cheese curds in Seattle. Now, why Seattle has good cheese curds, I don't know. Maybe a lot of people from cheese areas like Wisconsin have relocated to Seattle. If you know the 5 Point Cafe, that's the first time I experienced them. And then I have to say, here in Wisconsin, now I found some even better cheese curds. So sorry, Seattle. They rock here.
Maybe it's because the weather's the same.
That's it. Wisconsin people can move to Seattle because they can handle it. That actually makes sense.
This is a personal note. I don't know why you need a deep fried cheese. It's already good enough.
It's really good.
It really kind of wrecks the taste.
I know, but you know what? It's like breaded, and there's like maybe beer in there a little bit. I don't know. It's
not bad.
They're super good, and you know what's great? When you get good ones, you know they're good ones. It's not like they're not all tater tot shaped. You know they're real, and so thank you. I love them.
Today's topic: all the decisions you make add up. Before we get into it, let's take a question posted by one of our members on the landinvestors.com online community. It's free. Don't forget to subscribe on the Land Academy YouTube channel and comment on the shows you like. It actually helps us create content that's similar to what you like.
Cool. Will wrote, has anyone funded a deal as a JV? Anyone that has, funded a deal as a joint venture? Were you listed on the deed? And is anyone willing to share a sample or template of the agreement you've used? I will.
It's on O2O.
Yeah, it's on landfunding.com,
yep.
And it's on landinvestors.com.
Right.
So if you want to go and see my sweet little easy 2-page agreement, and that's just a starting place. Like that's kind of what we use. I mean, it really is what we use. But if you want to change it up, like, can we do this? Can we do that? Can I change this? Can I change that? I'm going to put in some money, and then I'm going to do this, and then you put in money, you do that. And here's the percentages now because of this. It's all negotiable.
A contract is an agreement between two people. Mm-hmm. And the content of that agreement and the provisions and all of that stuff is what you both decide on and sign and date. Mm-hmm. That's it. If you've ever taken a law class or a basic law class, they'll teach you that. Or if you've ever spoken with a good attorney, usually with a drink in their hand, they'll tell you that. Why?
Is that what makes them a good attorney?
Yes, in my mind.
Okay.
What gets confusing about this, especially in real estate, is because we are so brainwashed by the National Association of Realtors and the state departments of real estate where we are, whatever state you're doing deals in. And real estate agents have no idea. They just do stuff that the person in the cubicle that sits next to him does, or the broker.
Yeah.
So you end up that way with a 2-inch thick document that allows you, air quotes, to buy a piece of real estate, and then none of that's necessary.
Yeah.
And so contracts for joint ventures, people who do joint ventures like us are a little bit more intelligent about it, and so we know that a 1 or 2 page contract that spells out what's going to happen if it goes south, or what's going to happen if it goes great. That's all you really need. And if something does go south, who's going to handle it? You can put all that in 2 pages.
And whose name is on the deed.
Yeah.
And how that's going to go.
And maybe 50-50 works for you. Maybe 60-40 does, maybe 70-30. I don't know. So there's no, we've been brainwashed to think that there's some form. When you do there's no form.
Yeah.
You can create your own form. I have a peeve about this.
I hate paperwork.
Real estate agent, I do too. Real estate agents have no idea that you can buy a piece of real estate without that damn contract. Uh-huh. It's really frustrating. Or they have no idea, and especially now because we sign everything online, that you can take a red pen and cross out 90% of it and still get a real estate deal done. Mm-hmm. They really believe that you have to do, and their brokers are telling them they have to sign here and here and here and here, or you can't do the deal. That's just not the case.
Isn't that funny? I got one sent back just today, as a matter of fact, because there was one initial missed. Big
oh, jeez.
Yeah.
An initial?
An initial on a page, or like on the middle of the page was a missed of initial. Everything else was signed. I'm like, Really, it was fine. We just did a quick little DocuSign, but the fact that the agent had to go to my transaction coordinator, who then had to come to me, it's like, this is silly. It's funny.
Boy, you really just got to swallow that.
Oh, yeah. We just laughed about it.
If you get philosophical about it, it'll crush your soul.
Oh, yeah. Let it go.
Today's topic is, it's Jack Thursday, and I'm going to talk about, quite simply, how all the decisions you make add up. This is why you're listening. Mm-hmm. You have choices. It might not feel like it if you're younger. You have a lot of choices. You can choose to join Land Academy or not join. You can choose to go to college or not choose. Those are big decisions. Mm-hmm. You can choose to have children or not have children. But if you've made a choice to join a group like Land Academy and then you don't send a mailer out, that's a choice. And it's a pretty small choice in life. But it's pretty much going to end one way.
It's true. You're right. This is good stuff.
All these tiny little, if you choose to rob a liquor store when you're 16, they don't, and then the choices that you make after that may not be, maybe you might be attempting to make up for that for a long time. They all add up. So the choices that Jill and I have made, for what better or for worse, have us sitting next to each other in a 24-foot RV in the middle in Madison, Wisconsin.
Talking about
happy.
Cheese, curds, and beer.
And happy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy. I hope you are.
I am.
I wasn't always this way.
Where did this come from? I'm just curious. This is such a big picture, awesome.
Jack Thursday.
I know, but it's not data related, so that's why I'm confused. You have me all confused. I don't know who this person is.
I really think that we all need to, and you and I included, all the time need to step back and say, I'm making a bunch of decisions today, including like, should I have a Coke or a Diet Coke? Because there's results that happen with that.
That's fair.
And they all add up. And we spend a lot of time, I know I do, undoing a bunch of decisions that I made that I wasn't thinking about at the time. And they add up. 152 Cokes are going to add up in not a good way.
Mm-hmm. It's so interesting when you think about it. Even though you're like, say you have a boss, you have a job and a boss, and your boss is telling you what you to do. You have a decision. No, seriously. To do it or not, and how well you're going to do it, and get up and go to work. And, every little thing, it's really up to you. How hard you want to work at it.
I'm a huge fan of playing out of bounds. Huh. I always have been. But if you go too far out of bounds with with anything, that's not good. And so you have to decide where you are in that line. I distinctly remember a conversation really early on when we started Land Academy where this woman that joined said that she's a rule follower. And I never really heard anyone say that out loud. I knew there were people that did follow rules, but, so she wanted a lot of direction. And of course we gave it to her. But she said over and over, I am a rule follower. What's the rule on this? Mm-hmm. And it made me start to think how much, and just, Jill's middle name is how do I get out of this?
My rules don't apply to me.
Yeah, rules don't apply.
Exempt. My middle name is exempt.
Right. Just all I'm saying is, and this episode does not need to drag out.
Yeah.
Every tiny little decision you're making is going to add up to something where you want. And I think that if you first decide what do you want it to add up to, and then work it backwards to making all those decisions that lead up to that, you're going to be a very happy and satisfied person, rewarded.
That's the key. I was just thinking that if you have this goal up here and all your decisions are going to that goal, or even not just a goal, your mantra, or just like, I'm going to be a good person. And so all my decisions are going to be, yeah, but I'm a good person. This is the right thing to do. Then you won't. That's how you do it.
Yep.
I love it. Thank you. Happy you could join us today. 5 days a week. You can find us here on the Land Academy Show.
Tomorrow is Jill Friday, and she's going to talk about pricing like a 7-year-old.
Yep.
You are not alone in your real estate ambition.
Exactly. Looking forward to that.
Me too.
It's good. It's going to be good. Yeah. Jill, Friday, talk about pricing. Oh, I got to tune into that one. That's what everybody's saying now.
I want to see this too.
We just We just had the big picture philosophical Jack. Now we have Jill talking about pricing. Oh, but like a 7-year-old pricing. This is going to be good. Yeah, it'll be fun. Hey, thank you for tuning in. And again, we hope you found our content valuable, and we really do appreciate your support. So if you haven't already, zip on over to our YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, and please comment on the shows you love. We are Jack and Jill. Sorry. Want to do that again?
Yeah.
Okay.
We are Jack and Jill. Information
and inspiration
to buy undervalued property.
We hope you found our content valuable and we appreciate your support. If you have not already, please check out our channel and hit the subscribe button.
And your comments and suggestions help us to create the content you're here for. Hitting the like button helps to support our channel's algorithm and gauge your interest for future shows.